All right, friends, question number 15 of the Super 50 session. This is a beautiful question. Let's do it together. Mr. Abhishek is interested in investing 2 lakh in the following 3 alternatives. So I'll write down working note number 1, basic data. Amount to be invested is how much? 2 lakhs. He can put this money in either mutual fund X alone or Y alone, or 1 lakh 20 in X and 80,000 in Y. The return of X is 15%. Return of Y turns out to be how much, friends? 14%. Am I right? Alright. RF is 10%. And RM turns out to be how much percentage? 12%. Now they have given a table, friends. Carefully read through the table. This is exactly the same table that you learn in another method called as the matrix method, in which 4.8 would mean XX, so that's variance of X. 4.25 would mean variance of Y. 3.10 would mean variance of the market. 4.3 is covariance XY. 4.3 covariance XY. 2.8 is going to be covariance of Y and the market, and this 2.8 over here also will be the same thing. Last one is going to be X market, that is 3.37. So this table gives you multiple datas. Now if you read the first requirement, that's exactly the same. They're asking you to find out the variance of the returns for X, Y and the market. That is directly given over here, friends. Variance. Okay, so I'll write down variance of X, variance of Y, variance of the market. So how much is variance of X? Everyone tell me. 4.8. What is variance of Y? 4.25. What is variance of the market? 3.10. Everybody clear with this part? So we got the first requirement. Second, they are asking portfolio return, portfolio beta, portfolio variance and portfolio standard deviation. Beautiful question, friends. I'll start with portfolio return. Portfolio return. Okay, so what will happen in portfolio return? I'll write down mutual fund X only. So when you talk about mutual fund X only, here it's very easy. Because for X the return is how much? 15%. Mutual fund Y only, that is also easy. Directly you can get the answer as how much? 14%. Hi Jovial, yes, we can directly put like that. You can use the steady material formula, you get the same answer. Why to do extra hard work when already details are available? Am I right? Okay. Last one is going to be 60-40 ratio, correct? 1 lakh 20 and 80. So here the formula would be 15 into 0.6 plus 14 into 0.4. Tell me, friends, when you do like this, what is the answer you get? Do you get the answer as 14.6%? So we have got the combined return. Can I go to the next part now? Next, they are asking the portfolio beta is what they are asking. So first we need to find out the beta of X separately, beta of Y separately, and we need to find out the overall beta. So I'll write down the next working note. Beta. First one, X only. How will you find out the beta of X only? Standard deviation of the X. How will you find out standard deviation of the X? That is 4.8 square root 2.19 divided by standard deviation of the market. How much is standard deviation of the market? 3.37 square root 1.835 into correlation between these two things. But since correlation is not given, I can always go and find out, or wait, I can use an easier formula. Covariance of XM divided by variance of M. I can do like this, correct? So how much is covariance of XM? 3.37 divided by variance of M. 3.10. Do you get the answer as 1.08? correct? Next one, y only. What will be the formula for that? Covariance ym divided by variance of m. Do you get the answer as 0.903? Alright. Last one is going to be 60:40 ratio. That will be 1.08 into 0.6 plus 0.903 into 0.4. Can you tell me what is the answer you get over there? Do you get the answer as 1.0092? Correct? So we have got the answer for the second part also. Everybody clear with this one? Okay. So once you are done with this, let me go to the third requirement. Portfolio variance. So I'll write down the next working note heading. Portfolio variance. I'll draw a table like this, particulars, variance. Okay, and based on this, we can also find out the standard deviation, correct? First one will be x only, 0.2 will be y only. X only variance is 4.8. Already we have got the answer. So how much is 4.8 square root? Do you get the answer as 2.19? Okay. What about y only? 4.25. Of that square root will be 2.06. Now if you want to do 60-40 ratio, I will have to go and use the Markowitz method, correct? Standard deviation of x into weight of x the whole square, standard deviation of y into weight of y the whole square, plus 2 into standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y, weight of x, weight of y into, correlation is not given, but we can take covariance of xy. How much is covariance of xy? 4.3. 4.3 divided by standard deviation x, standard deviation y, divided by 2.19 into 2.06. So this and this will get cancelled. So can someone help me with the answer now? 2.19 into 0.6. Whole square. I need your help, friends. 2.19 into 0.6. Okay, I got the number for the first one. 2.06 into 0.4. And the last one is going to be 2 into 0.6 into 0.4 into covariance of xy. I think that is 4.3, correct? Into 4.3. So I'll get 4.46 as the combined variance. Of this, the square root will be 2.11. Did you all get the same number, friends? Let me confirm it with the solution also. Yes, 4.47, 2.11. Perfect. Okay, this is...
This formula can you just see again?
Yeah, I'll just write down the formula in detail once again. Okay, I think I tried to manage the space. I'll write down again. Markowitz method formula it is. Okay, so it will go like this. You will have 2.19 into 0.6 the whole square, a square, plus this is going to be your b square, plus 2 into standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y into weight of x into weight of y into correlation xy. Now since correlation xy is not there, we know the formula for correlation xy is covariance of xy divided by standard deviation x into standard deviation y. Okay, so now what I will do is I will take a reading pen and I will strike off these two things. The whole square root. So when you do this, you will get 2.11 and you will be getting 4.46. So I think we have got the portfolio variance also and we have got the portfolio risk also. Everybody clear so far? Okay. After we get the portfolio variance and standard deviation, they are asking you to find out the expected return, systematic risk and unsystematic risk. Let's do it in the next page. Next working note heading is going to be expected return. Friends, in the absence of information, expected return and CAPM return will be the same. So I'll take the first one, mutual fund X only. Formula will be RF. How much is the RF that you have over here? 10 plus beta. What is the beta for X that we found out? 1.08 into RM minus RF. How much is the RF that you have? Into RM minus RF. 12.16%. What about Y only? 10 plus, what is the beta for Y? 0.903 into 12 minus 10. 11.806%. Next one is going to be in the ratio of 60:40. So 10 into, you will take the overall beta now. What is the overall beta? 1.0092. Do you get the answer as 12.0184%? Okay, everybody is clear so far. Okay, so we got the expected return also. Next, we have to find out systematic risk and unsystematic risk. Okay, so I'll just go and put the next working note. Total risk, comma, systematic risk, and the last column heading is going to be what? Unsystematic risk. Okay, particulars. You have total risk. From this, you are supposed to go and find out systematic risk. And the last one is called as unsystematic risk. So first one, you will have what? X only. So when you talk about X only, we have already got the total variance of X also. Total risk of X also we have already found out, correct? That is 2.19. How do you find out the systematic risk? That is non-diversifiable risk. The formula is beta of the security into standard deviation of the market. So 1.08 into standard deviation of the market. How much is standard deviation of the market? 3.1 square root. Do you get the number as 1.76? Do you get the answer as 1.9008? So now what I will do, unsystematic risk will be the square. I have to take the square, subtract it and then take the square root. So I'll do 2.19 square. Alright, I'll get a number minus 1.988 square. That if I reduce, I will get 1.18. Of that, the square root. I'll get the number as 1.0876. Let us just confirm that part also, friends. 11.81, 12.02. Hold on, friends. 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's just confirm the numbers. We got 12.17, 11.81, 60/40, 1.0134 is what they have got. We have got 60/40. Beta is slightly different. Hold on. Friends, just confirm here. Have I made any calculation error over here for 1.0092? Wait. The solution answer is slightly different. Just check if there is some calculation error over here. 0.903 into 0.4. 1.0093 only, right? 0.6 into, they have taken 1.087 and 903. It's a rounding off difference, then it's okay, nothing wrong in that. If rounding off is the issue, then there is nothing to be worried about. Okay, it's a rounding off difference, that's fine. Okay. Right. So I think we got 1.0876 as the unsystematic risk of the first one. Am I right? Wait. Alright. Let's check the next one. That is 3.181, the square root, 1.78. Let's check the other one first. We did X only. Let's try Y only now. For Y only, what is the total risk? 4.25 square root. 2.08. And the non-diversifiable risk will be beta into standard deviation of the market. So how much is the beta for Y only? 0.903 into 1.76. Do you get the number as 1.58928? Correct. So 2.06 1.58928. You will get the number as 1.71. Of that, the square root will be 1.31. If I take x and y, the total risk we have already found out somewhere over here. I think we have got the total risk as 2.11, correct? And this one will be overall beta. We have already got the overall beta also, 1.0092 into 1.76. 1.29, square root of that will be 1.1392 will be the answer for the last one. Alright, can you just write down this? I'll just confirm these numbers. Yes, 1.13 for mutual fund. The numbers are slightly different, friends. That is all because of the rounding off difference. Okay, let's just check. 1.0876. 0.18. Okay, that's correct. Second one will be 0.037 square root will be 0.06. 0.722 will be 1.31. Correct. Second one is accurately right. Third one is 1.291. Square root will be 13. Correct, friends. Correct. Okay, Jovial, the unsystematic risk formula is going to be, okay, total risk square minus non-diversifiable risk square. If you want to get the logic of this, Jovial, I have given the entire logic in my website. Just visit my website, tarunjagdish.com. You can see there is some free important content, or down you can see SFM free concept videos. Okay, just go over here and you can just search. You can search for which chapter you want and automatically it will come. So if you want portfolio management, just click on portfolio and you can get all the videos over here. Okay. Right, the logic is correctly given there. I don't have time right now for the logic. That's why I'm solving it purely on a step-by-step basis. Okay. So these are the systematic, unsystematic and total risk. Fine. Now we are left to do Sharpe ratio, Trenner ratio and alpha. So with that, we will be completing this entire question. Can I go to the next working note now? Next working note will be Sharpe ratio. So what is the formula for Sharpe ratio? It will be RP minus RF divided by standard deviation. So first case is what? Mutual fund X only. So if I take X only, what is the return of X that is given over here? 15%. RF is how much? 10%. What is the standard deviation of X? 4.8, the square root, that is 2.19. So it will be 5 divided by 2.19. You get the number as 2.28 as the Sharpe ratio for the first one. Or the logic is, for every 1% of risk taken, your return premium is going to be how much? 2.28. Second one is Y only. What about Y only? You have 14% here, 10% over here. And what is the risk of Y? 4.25 square root. That is 2.06. Do you get the answer as 1.94? Okay. Last one is going to be 60:40 ratio. Alright. So let's do 60:40 ratio. What is the expected return that you had got? 14.6, is it? RF will remain the same. What was the combined standard deviation for this? Combined standard deviation 2.11, correct? So here the formula would be 4.6 divided by 2.11, that will be 2.18. So we are done with Sharpe's ratio also. Shall we do Trenner's ratio now? Next working note heading would be Trenner's ratio. The formula for Trenner's ratio is Rp minus Rf divided by beta. Okay, so I'll write down X only, then you have Y only, then you have 60:40 ratio. So the Rp Rf will be the same, 15, 10, 14, 10, 14.6 and 10. Only thing that will change will be the beta. So we already got the beta earlier, right? How much was the beta that we got? I think we got 1.087 for the first one. Yeah. Tell me the numbers, okay? 1.08 for the first one. How much for the second one? 0.903. What about the last one? 1.0092. From this, can I find out the answer now? 4.62, 4.42, and you get 4.55 for the third one, correct? Okay, so we are done with sharp, we are done with Trenner's ratio also. Next, we are going to go to the last one, that is called as alpha. Alpha, how will we do it? We have to take and write down the Rp minus CAPM return will give you the alpha. The first one will be X only, then you will have Y only, and then you will have X as well as Y. So Rp, what is the Rp that you have for X only? The return of X is how much? 15, 14, 14.6. CAPM would be Rf plus, I think we already found out the CAPM earlier, right? Here we got 12.16, 11.806. What about the last one? 12.018, is it? Okay. Difference will be your alpha. Do you get the answer as plus 2.84? That is good. Next one is plus 2.194. Last one will be plus 2.582. So friends, we are done with this part also. We are done with this very long question on portfolio management.